Hi folks, welcome back to Raki's Highway Lab, a technology channel for placement training. In this session, we are going to discuss about organization-wide default, right? So, first we should know what is all about organization-wide default. The organization-wide default is nothing but, see, when the user or when the record owner, right, so is going to access, right? So whether what kind of access is that, right? Who is going to access this record and what mode they are going to access it. So this it is going to talk about all these things. So that is what we call as organization by default. So the organization, now we get into a definition, right? Organization wide default settings are baseline settings in Salesforce, specifies which record can be accessed by which user and in which mode. So it talks about the what is it? This is a baseline setting. It talks about the Salesforce that specifies which record can be accessed by the which user on which mode. So it clearly says that which record will be accessed by the which user and which mode. So on the right hand side, you can see a small customer data is there, customer record is there, which has the customer object is there, which has two columns. One is going to be customer ID and owner. Whereas coming to C01, C001, the owner of C001 is Sam, the owner of C002 is Ram, the owner of C003 is Kiran, right? So these are the three records. Their owner is also available, right? So now customer C001 is Sam, C002 is Ram, and C003 is Kiran, right? So here OWD is classified into 6 types. One is going to be private, so means that nobody can able to access it. The next one is public read, only they can able to view it. The next one is public read and write, they can able to view and then they can able to write it. Next one is public read, write and transfer. They are able to read, write and then transfer. Public full access, they have full access, right? Even read, write, update, all the access they have it, or it is controlled by the parent. Mean that the entire control will be on the parent, right? So on the record, we can perform read, write and other operations. We can able to perform read, write and other operations, right? Now let me see one by one. What is OWD private? What is OWD public? What is OWD read, write? And we'll see one by one. So when it comes to OWD private, you can define OWD as private on an object. Only owner can access the record and no other users can see the record. When the particular record is being marked or is being selected as private, right? Only the owner has access to edit or delete, or he can work on the record. Other users cannot perform anything. The owner can perform read, write, delete, transfer operation on this record. So now see here, now we have two records here. The owner of the first record C001 is Sam. The owner of the second record C003 is Kiran. So now since Sam is going to be the owner of C001, he can able to read, write, delete and transfer. Whereas Kiran cannot work on C001. Whereas coming to C003, the C003 is the owner of Kiran, so that Kiran can have an access, full access on C003, right? He can able to read, write, delete and transfer, whereas he cannot have an access on C001, right? So this is all about OWD private. Only the owners will have the access on their own record, not by the others, right? This is all about OWD private. Whereas coming to OWD read only, right? So OWD read only as a public read only on an object. Every user can access every record in the object, right? So here they can able to see the record. That's what read only means, they can able to view the record, not more than that. But only the owner can perform read, edit, delete and transfer on the record. Only the owner can perform read, edit, delete, transfer on the record. Other users can only read the data from the record. Just now I told you, right? Other users, right, they can able to read the data. That's it. They can able to view the record. That's not more than that, right? Only the owner have full access, right? He can able to read, write, edit, transfer and all those stuff. Now on the right hand side, you can see Sam is the owner who is the owner of C001 and he can able to do read, write and delete, transfer. Whereas C0202, the owner is Ram. Whereas C003, the owner is Kiran. So C001 record can be viewed by Ram and Kiran. Only he can able to view. he has no access. Coming to C003, right? There is the owner of Kiran. Kiran is the owner of this record and he has read, write, delete and transfer access. Right? Whereas for Sam and Ram, he cannot able to do other operation other than read. He can only able to read it. This is all about OWD public read. Right? Next one, right? Public read, right? So if you define OWD as public read on the object, every user can access every record in the object, right? Here it is called public read and write. So every user can access every record in the object. It is read and write. So owner can perform read, edit, delete, transfer on the record. Other users can. So here it is talking about read and write. So here other users can also able to read and write. Which is all possible, right? Which is all possible. Like something called C001 is the owner of Sam, right? He can able to read, write, and delete and then transfer. Whereas C02 and C003, so they can able to do only read and write here, right? C001 is the owner of so Sam is the owner of C001. So Ram is the owner of C002. And Kiran is the owner of C003. But whereas coming to Sam, he has full access. Whereas coming to Ram and Kiran, he has only read and write. Similar way for the Kiran also. Here it is talking about read and write operations. When it comes to read and write operations, so the owner of the record have full access. Only other users can have only read and write operations. Other users will have only read and write operations here. Similar way, read, write, and transfer. Right? The permission can be given only on the lead and case object. So feed for read, write, and transfer. For this only it can be given only to the lead and case object. Right? If you define OWD as read, write, and transfer, every user can access the record in the object. Every user can able to access the record in the object. Owner of the record can perform read, write, delete, and transfer operation on the record. Other users can perform only these three operations. That is called read, write, and transfer operation. So on the right hand side, you can see like last name, like first name, and then owner is there. The first record is the owner of the Kiran. Second record is the owner of Prasad. And third one is the owner. Ram is the owner. So Kiran, right? He has full access, right? The first Kiran. When you talk about the Kiran, he has full access so that he can able to read, write, delete, and transfer. Whereas Ramesh and Naveen can able to do read, write, and transfer only that much, not more than that. Similar way, Ram also. Ram can able to do his own record. It's called Naveen, right? So last name L and first name Naveen. That is the record. He bear it. He own it. So that he has a full access of read, write, delete, and transfer. Whereas coming to Satish and Ramesh, he has only read, write, and transfer. Only this much can be done for the public read, write, and transfer. Got it? Whereas coming to public full access, everybody will have full access. Everybody in the org can able to access anything. They can do read, write, delete, transfer, everything they can able to do it. On the right hand side, you can see Sam is the owner of feed for the record called TV ADS, right? But whereas Kiran and webinar, that is Kiran and Ram, can also have the same permission or same access permission, right? Whatever Sam has owned. Similarly, Ram also. Whatever Ram has, whatever the access permission Ram has, the Kiran and Sam is also having it, right? So this is called public full access. This is available only on the campaign object. If you define OWD as public full access, every user can access every record and perform read, write, delete, and transfer on every record. So this is all about. Organization by default. Only one thing is left out, that is called control by parent. When two objects are connected by master detail relationship, child object will not have owner field. Obviously, we know that already when we created master detail relationship, the child object will not have the owner field. That is, child object will not have the owner field. It will be included from the parent object, right? When we select controlled by parent, OWD applied on master object will be applied on the child object. So when I create OWD, when I use controlled by parent on the OWD, the child object will be applied from the master object. The master object will be applied to the child object too. That is what we call as controlled by parent. The child record will be controlled by the parent. So child record will be controlled by the owner of the parent. The child record will be controlled by the owner of the parent, but there will not be any owner for the child record, right? When it comes to control by the parent. So even, for example, you guys are controlled by the parents, right? Your mother and father will control you. You cannot control others unless or until you become a parent, right? Same way here, when it comes to control by parents, the parent will control the child records with the help of the owner ID or the owner, right? That is all about control by parents, right? So consider business scenario where internal users should have an access to a particular object and external users should have an access to that object, right? Internal users should have an access to the particular object and the external users should not have an access to that object. Here we have, say for example, we have an object called invoice object. The internal users can be able to access it, whereas the external users should not access it. So to achieve this, Salesforce provides an external organization wide default setting to restrict the access to the record. Here, in order to restrict the access with the help of external users, right? We can set the using organization by default. We can able to set this, right? So whereas internal users should be able to access it, whereas external users should not do it. So this can be achieved using organization by default setting. This can be restricted, right, using organization by default setting. Got it? So now let us get into how to create an organization by default, how to set your organization by default. First, we have to make sure that external sharing mode is enabled. First, to make sure that the external sharing mode is enabled. If it is enabled, then only I can able to perform organization by default. First of all, we have to check whether the we have to check the external sharing model should be enabled. So that what we do, we go to setup and then under setup we have quick find box. On the quick find box, we are going to type sharing setting, right? On the sharing setting, when you click on sharing setting, it will take you to sharing setting page. On the right hand side, you can see. So there will be a button called enable external sharing mode, right? So you click on that, right? So that it will become enable. So you will be redirected to the following page so that you're going to enable it, right? Now after that, it'll take you to this particular page here, right? So manage sharing settings for what? So whichever object you wanted, you can select that, and then what you do? You can able to. So now you can able to set your organization by default. In order to restrict the sharing, right? What we have to do? We have to go and click on edit button. We have to click on edit button. So when you click on edit button, then the organization by default page will be shown like this, right? After this, then what you do? For example, right? You want to select. See here. So list of objects. That is this here. It shows the standard objects, right? And list of custom objects is shown here, right? Like something called this as pharma product invoice position, price, right? Product name, sample, student active, student detail, visit. These are all going to be the custom objects. Whereas coming to lead, accounts and contact, order, so these are going to be standard objects, right? So likewise, whichever object you wanted. So here, default internal access, default external access, grant access using hierarchical, right? So now in case the particular, for example, let me take this pharma product invoice, right? Pharma product invoice, or let me take the student object, right? So we'll take the student object. Only that student object has to be accessed by the internal access. Then you make it as public read and write. So when the default external access should not be done, they should not access it. Then you make it as private. Whereas grant access using hierarchy, what is it all about? To your higher officials, right? So according to the hierarchy, if they are above your position, they can have grant access to your record. If you remove this tick mark, they should also cannot able to access it. Right? That is all about grant access using hierarchy. That is all about grant access using hierarchy. After this, then you're going to, oh, what is that? You're going to save it. So now choose the default internal access and default external access and click on save button, right? So then changes may take some time, depends on the size of the data in your organization. You will receive a confirmation mail once OWD changes are completed. So if there is more data, it will take some time to get changed. So you have to wait for it. The confirmation mail will be sent to your mail ID until the access is getting saved here. You have to choose the default internal access and you have to choose the default external access, and then you have to click on save. And then it takes, depends upon the data, depends upon the records, how much record you have it. Say for example, it's going to be 10 records, then within stipulated time, you will get it gets whatever access. Say for example, for internal access, you're given public and read and write. For external access, you're given private. So that case, the changes will happen here. Take some time to do the changes, and accordingly, the mail will be sent to your mail ID. Got it? So once it is done, then so now this is now see here, for example, I made for pharma product system for internal access also I made it as private. For external user also I made it as private. And then for grant access using hierarchy also I removed the tick mark so that anybody other than the owner, anybody cannot able to view it. Other than the owner, anybody cannot able to view it. Other than the owner, anybody cannot able to view it. Even internal users can also not able to view it. Even the external users also cannot be able to view it. The higher people who are in higher position in the org, right? So say for example, this guy, the record owner is going to be the manager, and his higher official is going to be general manager. So even he also cannot be able to see it because I've removed the tick mark here. I have disabled here. So grant access for hierarchy I've removed here. So that is what happened. Anybody in the org cannot able to view it except the owner of the object, except the owner of the object. Then I'll click on save button, right? So now I'm going to discuss about grant access to the hierarchy. Now I already told you what is grant access to hierarchy. Before creating the role hierarchy in Salesforce, we have to set the organization by default. Before creating a role hierarchy in Salesforce, we have to set the organization by default. Before getting the role hierarchy, we have to set the organization by default here. To restrict the user from automatic accessing the data, to restrict the user from automatic accessing data, we have to deselect the grant access using hierarchy. Grant access using hierarchy is enabled to all objects by default. Grant access using hierarchy is enabled by default will be enabled for all the objects. We can deselect the grant access using hierarchy for custom object only. So to whom I can deselect it, it can be done only for the custom object, but not for the standard object, right? So grant access hierarchy is nothing but we can set the, so before creating a role, we have to set the organization by default setting. In case you want to restrict the user from automatically accessing the data, we have to deselect the grant access. So, but by default, it will be automatically selected grant access using hierarchy. In case the hierarchy people should not access your data, so that what we have to manually have to remove the we have to deselect the grant access using hierarchy option, right? By default it will be enabled, we have to deselect it. So this is what all about grant access using hierarchy. Now let me get into a demo. Right now we are going to get into a demo. So now what we'll do, I'll go to the, so now already into a production environment, I've logged in, I'm already into a production environment. What I'll do, like I will go to the organization by default, OWD, right? Under home, I have quick find box. I'm going to say organization, right? Wide default. So here it is called as organization. Now, for example, we have to get into organization by default, right? So now, first what we have to, we have to set sharing settings, right? We have to go to sharing settings. So we'll go to sharing. So because I have not enabled it, when I click on sharing settings, right? Now here it takes me to the organization by default. Means that so here external sharing model is now it is enabled. So when I go to sharing setting, then I can go for organization by default. So for which what we have to do, when I have to go for organization by default, what we have to do, we have to go first. We have to go to setup, under setup, go to home, and then what we have to do, we have to go for organize. That is in case we have to go for organization by default, we have to type here sharing setting. Under sharing, when you click on sharing setting, it will take you to sharing setting page here. Now it takes you to the organization by default. Now it takes you to the organization by default. Right now, what I do, I have to edit it. What I have to do, I have to edit it. Like I have go to click on edit button. So now this will be enabled here. Now, for example, so like I have all the objects here. Now I have all the objects here. Now I have all the objects here. Now see here. So for these are the other objects, these are the objects are called as standard objects. But 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the 4 objects are called as employment websites, IT companies, pharma products, position. Only these objects are the custom objects. These are the custom objects. Only for the organization by default can be assigned only to the custom object, but not for the standard object, right? Now, for example, I want to make it as private to the internal user also. See here, I can make it by default is public read and write, right? For the internal user, it is public read and write. Either I can convert it to private or public read only or public read and write. And now by default is public read and write. Now I'll make it as private, right? And by default for external user is private, so that external user cannot able to access it. But here for grant access using hierarchy, see here, grant access using hierarchy, but by default it is enabled here. By default is enabled here. When I remove this, so that what happens, right? Even the people who are in the higher position cannot able to access it. People who are in the higher position cannot able to access it. People who are in the higher position cannot able to access it, right? This is all about organization by default. So now what I did, I go to the sharing setting. Under sharing setting, then I selected, I went inside the organization by default, click on edit button. I selected the Pharma product object and I made it as private for internal user and also for the external user. And for grant access using hierarchy, I made it disabled, so that anybody cannot able to, any user cannot able to access this particular object. Only the record owner, only the object owner can have the entire access. Read, write, delete, transfer, all the access will be had only by the object owner, but not by any other owners, or the record owner, right? But not by any other owner. Now I will click on save. Now I will click on save. So if there is more records, it takes time. All right, has been initiated. See below for additional details. Create operation may not be available. So it says that. So now it is being added for other operation also. Yes. So now here the operation is not being done, right? So here by default is read write here. See here, now again what I'll do, I'll go back, click on edit button, right? Or is what I'll do, I'll go and select pharma product here. Only the pharma product will come here. I'll click on edit. I'll click on edit, right? By now see by default it is private. It is done already. It is done. Right now it is done. Already it is done. Now you see here. Now we can able to see here. Now we can able to see here, right? Can able to see all objects. Now I'll click on all objects. Now you can able to see here. Now whether the whether it is changed or not. Now go to the pharma product and you can see whether the changes has happened or not. Now the changes are now reflected. Now the changes are reflected. It takes some time. At the same time, you can go and see whether you have got the mail or not. At the same time, you can go and check your mail ID, whether you got a mail ID or not. Now this is all about organization by default. Organization by default is nothing but you are restricting the other user, internal user or external user to access your object, right? So that you're going to specify, you're going to set on the organization by default. You're going to set in the organization by default, right? This is all about organization by default. This is all about organization by default, right? So as of now, we discussed about organization by default, and we discussed about grant access to using hierarchy, right? And I told you, if you enable this option, all the users are above your role hierarchy, they can have the access to all the records that are visible to you, right? Whatever records is visible to you, that they can, that is the hierarchy, the people who are the higher official, they can able to view your record. All the users who are above your role hierarchy can perform read, write, delete, and transfer operation on those records. Whatever operations you can able to do, so it can be done by the higher official also. By default, this option is enabled for all standard objects. Already told you. On the custom object, that is, it will be enabled. So by default, this option is enabled to all standard objects. On custom object, we can enable or disable the option based on the requirement. For the custom object also, it will be enabled. But in case you want to disable it, you can disable it by removing the tick mark there. Correct. So this is all about organization by default. In this way, you can secure your data using organization by default sharing. So as OWD is an organization wide it restricts data access to all the users in the organization. There may be some situation where OWD can't meet your business requirement. Salesforce provides role hierarchy and sharing rules which dominate the OWD and allows you to restrict access to specific users. So there is some situation like you will not be able to restrict the access. For such cases, you can go with a role hierarchy. You can go through role hierarchy or with the help of sharing rule, and you try to restrict the access, right? You try to restrict the access on the specific users. So in certain situation, you may not go with organization by default will not work out to restrict the access from the user. Such cases, can go with a role hierarchy, or you can use your sharing rules and try to restrict the access from the user. See, what is OWD? OWD is meant for restricting the access, right? So restricting the access, and we are going to secure the data, and we are going to secure the data using organization by default, right? So this is all about organization by default, right? This is all about organization by default, right? Now let me go to sharing rules. Now let me go into sharing rules. Now let me get into sharing rules. What is sharing rule? Now see here, we have Sam, Ram, Kiran, and Prasad. They are the manager. Right? Here Sam, Ram, Kiran, and Prasad, they are the manager. On the right hand side, we have Ravi, Paris, right? Divya, and Kavya are the clerk here. Right? Now we have all the data here, right? And these peoples are called as manager, and these peoples are called as clerk. Right? Now here, so who Sam is the owner of 111, Ram is going to be owner of 222, Kiran is owner of 333, Prasad is going to be owner of 444, Ravi is going to be owner of 555, Paris is going to be owner of 666, and Divya is going to be owner of 777, and Kavya is going to be owner of 888. What is this? Record. These are called record ID 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, 777, 888. These are the records pertaining to 1 is pertaining to Sam, 2 is pertaining to Ram, 3 is pertaining to Kiran, 4 is pertaining to Prasad, 5 it is pertaining to Ravi, 6 is pertaining to Paras, and 7 is pertaining to Divya, 8 is pertaining to, so belongs to Kavya. Right? Now coming here. Now we are going to give read write access. I'm giving read write access only to Ram. I'm giving read write access only to Ram. So I'm giving read write access only to Ram. Right? I'm giving read write access only to Ram. Right? I'm giving read write access only to Ram here. Right? Now see here. So that is what happens, right? So 111 Sam record, he's giving read write access only to Ram. So for other records, for other people, he is not given any access here. Only this particular person can able to access 111 record. That is who belongs. The record belongs to Sam. So what is the permission is given? Is given read write permission here. So this is what using sharing rule I can restrict access, right? I can give access only to a particular rule. I'm sharing. Sam is sharing his record only with Ram. Right? Similarly, now Kavya. Now what Kavya is doing? She is giving permission to only to what is it? She is giving permission only to Prasad. She is giving permission only to Prasad, not to anybody else. Right? So now see here. Now again, so by default everything will be private. Now default by everything will be private. But when it comes to private, only their records they can able to view only their records. But here with the help of sharing setting, so only Ram is getting permission to access the record. Right? Similar way here, so Prasad is getting permission to access the other record. Right? Only Prasad is getting permission to access the other record. Right? Similar way here also can see. So the same way here, everything is going to be private, right? Only they can able to access the record. Not beyond that, nobody else can able to access it. Unless or until if you have given the special permission by using sharing rules, you can able to access it. Otherwise, you can able to access the record. Now see here. Now again we have, so this is the role hierarchy. Under VP, then we have manager. Under manager, we have clerk. Under VP, we have HRM manager. Under HRM manager, we have HR executive. Right? Now see the user here. Now user Ram, what is his role? VP. So user Sam, his role is VP. And user Ram, his role is manager. User Kiran, he is called clerk. And user Prasad, he is a clerk here. And user Hari, he is HR manager. Right? And user Divya, she is HR executive. And user Kavya, she is HR executive. Now records owned by the clerk. Right now, who is the records owned by the clerk now? Kiran and Prasad are the clerk here. And he has the records now. What is the record? 333 and 444. 33 and 444. Now see here. Now we have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Right. So all the records and their pertaining owner, the record belongs to the owner has been displayed here. So everything is made as OWD private. So that case 111 can be visible for only to the Sam, not for the others. 222 can be accessed only by Ram, but not for the others. 333 it has been accessed by Kiran, but not by others. 444 is accessed by the Prasad, but not by others. 555 is accessed by Hari, but not by others. 666 has been accessed by Divya, but not by others. So 777 has been accessed by Kavya, but not by others. Now coming to HR team, right? For the HR team, Sam is going to be vice president, so he will be there, and then right, Hari and Kavya will be there, right? Divya and Kavya will be there, right? Sam, and then what is these are the HR team, right? Assume that these are the HR team. Now coming here, now Kiran Prasad is going to be the one. He is the record owner. He is a clerk, but he is the owner of this record. Now he wants to give the access, right? He wants to give the access. Now Divya, her record is going to be 666. He has the access to the 666 because it's her record. So what access he has? Read, write, and delete. So whereas for Kavya, again 777, what access he has? He has read, write, and delete. So now Kiran and Prasad is giving what is that? Sharing rule on his record 3, 3, and 4, 4. What is the sharing rule is giving? He is giving read permission. He is giving read permission. Already, so it is private, but on the top of OWD, he is creating a special permission. He is allowing Divya to access 333 record number 333 and record number 444. But what kind of access? It can be a read access. Right? Similarly, Kavya. Kavya also has been granted access on 333 and 444. What is that? She can able to access the Kiran and Prasad record provided it's only read only. Right? Similar way for the HR team 111666777. So these are the owner of the HR team. So this HR team so gives the access like for 333, right? Is the what is that? So 333 is the Kiran, right? 111 is going to be Sam, and 666 is going to be Divya, right? So now Ram, Kiran, and Prasad is there, right? So now Ram has read and write access, right? So now what is that now? Now 333 is having a read, write, and access. So now, so 333. Now these are the record owners 116666777. So these people are giving access to here, right now. So 333 has an access, read and write access. But whereas coming to 111 has read write access and 666 has a read write access. Similar way, Kiran also has he has read write and delete access, but whereas 119 666 has a what is that read write access? Got it? He has only read write access. So here roles and subordinate is going to be managed here. See the record owner is public group here, right? He has 111666777, right? So like this is going to be he has all access, whereas this guy is giving access to 111666, right? So this guy is giving access to 11666, so that these two guys has only read and write access, but this guy has read, write, and delete. Similar way here has for Kiran and Prasad also is giving access to 11666. So what kind of access he is getting from the Kiran and the Prasad? He is getting read, write access only. Whereas for 444 he can access he can do read, write, and delete. For Prasad also for 555 he can able to do read, write, and delete. Right? So the role can give an access to role and subordinate. Right? The role can give an access to role and subordinate. So for the role can go with the role and subordinate can go with role and subordinate. Public group can go with public group, right? So he's giving access to that particular group itself, right? It can be a public group or it can be a queue, right? Public group or queue, role subordinate to role subordinate, public group to public group. That's how we are going to give a sharing access. That's how we are going to give a sharing access, right? So now let me see what is sharing rules all about. Now I told you sharing rules, how the sharing rules can be accessed by other users. Now let me see what is sharing rule. Sharing rule permits to make the exception automatic to organization by default setting for a set of users and provide access to the record they do not own on their own. This giving an exception. We're giving an exception. Except these people right? Except these people, other cannot able to pivot. Only these people can have an exception. They can able to have an access. So that access will be provided by the owner of the record. So that we are going to do only with the sharing rule. That we are going to do with the sharing rule. Sharing rules are used to permit the user to have additional access to the records, and they are not severe than the OWD setting. So right, the sharing rules are used to permit the user to have additional access. They're going to have an additional access to the record. They are not severe than the OWD setting. It is not going to be severe than OWD setting, right? So these are used to grant extra access to the record as part of the apart from the what user is already able to see using OWD. Already using OWD, we made it as a private so that any user cannot able to access. But that particular record can be accessed by using sharing rule, right? It can be used by sharing rule. That particular record can be accessed with the help of sharing rule by the specific user, whoever we share it, right? Now, coming to sharing rule, there are 4 types of sharing rules are there. There are 4 types of sharing rules are there. Owner-based sharing rule, criteria-based sharing rule, manual sharing rule, and Apex-based sharing rule, right? There are 4 types of sharing rules are there. Owner-based sharing rule, criteria-based sharing rule, manual sharing rule, and Apex-based sharing rule. Whereas coming to Apex-based sharing rule, now we are not going to discuss because Apex, in the sense, it is a programmatic concept. Apex, when it comes to Apex, is a programmatic concept. So Apex-based sharing rule will be dealt in PD1. Right now, in this sharing rule, we are going to discuss about owner-based sharing rule, criteria-based sharing rule, and manual sharing rule. Here we are going to discuss about owner-based sharing rule, criteria-based sharing rule, and manual sharing rule. Only these 3 rules we are going to discuss. Now let me see what is owner-based sharing rule. When it comes to owner-based sharing rule, records which are owned by the user have given role and subordinate or public group or queue are shared with the user. So those owners who are the record owners, so they are going to share their record. To whom they are going to share the record? To the role and subordinate, to the public group, or to the queue. They are going to share to this particular roles, right? So with the users who have given role and subordinate and public group. So he is going to give, the owner is going to give it. And this is what we call as owner-based sharing rule. So this is what we call as owner-based sharing rule. The role, that is the particular, whoever is the owner of the record, will give the sharing rule to the owner, that is, we're going to give the sharing rule to the role and subordinate, public group or queue, right? Similar way, for this, how do we go? But again, we have to go to the setup, security, under setup, security, platform encryption, then sharing settings. You can go, or else directly you can go to the home. Under home, we have quick find box. There you can tap sharing settings. You can click on sharing settings. It will take you to the particular page, sharing setting page. There, pharma product you can select, and you have already made this private, right? So now we have to get into what we have to do. We have to go to the sharing setting, and we have to give the sharing setting to the particular user, right? So in managing sharing setting, we have to select the custom object only. So to give the sharing setting, we have to use the custom object. We cannot be able to access the standard object, right? Go to the organization by default setting, click on edit button. Now you're going to click on edit button, and then you're going to specify the sharing rule on which. So here the sharing rule is being done for the customer. The sharing rule is being done for the customer, right? Customer object. Sharing rule by on the customer object, it will be become OWD will be private. So no other users can able to access it. But now he is going to give the sharing access on the object called customer object, right? So that at the bottom of OWD, you can see that customer sharing rule will be there. On the bottom of the object, you can see customer sharing rule will be there. Now you have to click on new button. So when you click on new button, it will take you to the customer sharing rule here. So now we are going to specify the sharing rule label now, right? Like CEO sharing rule, something you want to give, right? The step 1 is going to be rule name. What is the rule name? Now, what is the rule type? It is going to be based on record type or based on criteria. Whether you're going to, so I told you there is 4 types of rules are there. What is going to be owner-based sharing rule, criteria-based sharing rule, manual sharing rule, and Apex sharing rule. The first one is, now we are going to go with the based on record owner. Now we are going to based on record owner. After that, now step 3, select which record to be shared, right? So which record to be shared? So that is customer owned by the member of roles, that is called CEO, right? So whatever the record owner, so right, what is his role, that we are going to specify. And select the users to share with, to whom he is going to share, to whom he is going to share, that is what he is going to give. Now to whom he is going to share, the role here, and then what is his role. So he is going to share, this guy is also, his role is CEO, and the CEO is going to share his record to the SVP human resource. He is going to share with the SVP human resource. What kind of sharing? Right, now first step is select level of access for user sharing. So it is only read only. So this guy, CEO, he is going to share his record to this particular role called SVP human resource. What kind of sharing mode he is allowing? He is giving read only. He can able to view, that's it. After you specify, then you click on save. Right. So once you save, it says that recalculation of sharing has to continue in the background. You will receive an email notification upon completion. Do you want to continue? So at the background, the calculation of sharing rule is happening. Right. Simultaneously, once it is done, simultaneously, the email will be sent to your mail ID. But do you want to continue? Right. Yes. You click on OK. Now what happened? The sharing rule has been done. Now click on OK. Now what you do, it has been shared to a particular user. Say for example, according here, it is called harsh@track.com. So due to this user, right? Assume that this user is going to be a VP, SVP, human resource. Now CEO is shared with this guy. Now what you do, you click on OK, click on save. Now log into harsh@track.com by giving the credential, click on customer object tab. Now got from recently viewed, select all and view all the records which is shared from CEO. So whatever record which is owned by CEO can be viewed by this particular user, other user cannot. Other user cannot, right? So other user cannot. So this is all about sharing rule. This is based on the owner-based sharing rule. This is what we call as owner-based sharing rule, right? Now what we'll do, we'll get into.
Now we'll get into the demo, right? We're going to create an object called item, and then we're going to give the sharing. We have to go to the profile, and then we're going to give enable sharing to the other users. One that is done, then we get into sharing setting, right? So thing is that I am now into a production environment. Now what I'll do, I'll go and create an object. Now I'm going to create a new object. So say it is called as item. And then plural name is items. Right after this, I'm going to select item number. So it's going to be number, and it is going to be data type is going to be auto number, IT hyphen. So it's going to be IT hyphen open braces 000, then close it. Then starting number is going to be 1, and allow reports and allow activities, track field and history, allow in chat groups, then allow search, and add to attachments, launch the in the custom tab. All those things you're going to enable, and then click on save. After saving it, now you have to give the color, tab color. Say for example, I'm going to select this pan color and then click on next button. So then after that, now click on next, and it will be available. This item will be available in the Pharma app. Now let me click on Pharma app and then save. Right. So now the field has been, that is the item object has been created. Now in this item, I'm going to create one more field called item name. It is going to be text now. Let me select the text now. Click on next button. Right. Item name. I'm going to give item name. Right. And so the length is going to be 50. So all the stuff you have to giving this, then click on next button, right? And visible to all profile now, and then click on next, right? And then save. So that the fields would have been created. The fields has been created. Now we're done with the objects. Now I've done with the object, created an object called item, right? Actually, I've shown with organization by default. I showed with Pharma products, but now I'm taking it as an item, right? I've created a new object called item. Firstly, I'm doing it. So I've created a new object called item as an object, right? Now again, I'll click on home. I'll go to user. All right, I'll go to user now. Click on users. I have to make sure that it has been accessible to the other user also, right? I should make this object should be accessible to other user. Say for example, this guy is there, right? Abhinav, right? So like I'll go to his custom, custom sales profile, and I'll go to custom sales profile, click on edit button, scroll down slowly, scroll down, and then go to your custom objects. Now it's all about the standard objects. We're now coming to a custom object. Now we have item objects here, item. So it is available. All the objects are available for read, create, edit, delete, view all. But for item, it is not that. I'm going to enable for item. For read, create, edit, delete, I'm going to enable. For view all and modify, I'm not going to enable. Right? Having this, I'm going to click on save so that it will be available on the other users too. It will be available on the other users too. Right? I've done with it. Right? Now what I'll do, I'll go to again setup form. Under this, I'm going to click on sharing setting. Right? Type sharing setting, click on sharing setting. Now what do? You have to select the object of manage sharing setting for what? For item. Manage sharing setting for item. Now click on item. Right now we can see that default sharing setting for organization by default is going to be item. For the object called item, it is the default internal access is going to be public read and write, and default external access is going to be private, and grant access using hierarchy is enabled here. So what I should do, I have to disable here, and for default internal access, I should make it as private. For this, what I'll do, I'll click on edit button, right? Scroll down, go to item, and then make it as private. And again, for this external access, also make it as private, and remove this, deselect this, grant access to hierarchy. So this, after this doing this, then click on save. After doing this, click on save. Right? So take some time to enable here. Right? Take some time to enable. Right? So meanwhile, I'm going to refresh it. Again, I'll go and check on. Again, go to sharing settings. Again, go to sharing settings here. So you can see now by default, now automatically now it has moved to now default internal access being private, default external access private, and grant access for hierarchy has been removed. Now grant access for hierarchy has been removed. Now what I'll do? Right? So I'm done with this. Right? Now I'm done with this. Now I'll go to the object. So now the object. So that how do I go to the object? Like I have to select the Parma app. I'll click on Parma app. Will take you to my Parma app page here. So on the nav bar, I'm going to click on items. So there is no any items available here. I want to click on new. I'm going to have the item name called B, right? And then save here. This is going to be item 000. Right? Again, similarly, I'm going to click on item here. Click on new, right? And then I'm going to type price here. Right? This is going to be item 002. Now I created two records. Now I created two records. After creating two records, right now what I'll do, I'll come outside, log out. Right? I'll get into the other production environment. Right? A Kumar's production environment. Now click on this. Then I'm going to give the password. Right? Now click on the password, enter the password, and log in. It will take you to the production environment of A Kumar's production environment. Now I'm by default I am into the Parma products. By default now it has taken me to the Parma app page here. By default it has taken me to the Parma app page. Now let me refresh here. Right, and then I click on items. And when I click on item, now when I click on recent view and click on all objects, right now see. Now no object has been shared because no object has been shared, right? Because I made OWD as private. So since I made OWD as private, what happens? Only the owner can able to delete, create, delete, edit, and he can transfer. But the other users cannot do nothing. The other users cannot able to do nothing. Other users cannot do nothing. Got it? Other users cannot do nothing. Right? So other users cannot do nothing. So now what I do, again I'll come outside here. I'll log out. Now again, I'm going to get into my main production environment. Again, I'll log into my main production environment and I'm going to enter my password. Right, now click on login. So now let me get into sharing settings. Now go to the under setup home quick find box, sharing settings. Click on sharing settings. Here click on sharing settings. So now click on sharing settings and take you to the sharing setting page. Right, take you to the sharing setting page. Now you go to the object called items. Now click on object called items. Right, click on object called items. Right. So now you can see that item object will be displayed organized for organization by default. The default internal access is going to be private, default external access is going to be private, and grant access using hierarchy is disabled. Right, now what I have to do? I have to create a sharing. So where is I have to create a sharing setting. Here sharing settings is of two types. One is going to be owner based sharing setting, the other one is criteria based sharing setting. So sharing settings here are of two types. One is going to be owner based sharing setting. The other one is called criteria based sharing setting. Now we are going to discuss about owner based sharing setting. In order to get into owner based sharing setting, now scroll down from here. You can see item sharing rules are available here. There is a section called item sharing rules. Now click on new. Now click on new. Now I'm going to give the name for the rule name as CEO rule. I'm going to give the rule name as CEO rule, right? And press tab. If at all any description, can give description. Now step 2, select your rule as based on record owner. Based on record owner. Third step, select with record to be started, right? You're going to select the role. Role is going to be CEO, right? And then whom you're going to share with, that is the fourth step you're going to do. Again, you're going to select role and subordinate. From here, you're going to select director sales, right? And the fifth step is last step. You're going to select the level of access for the user. I'm going to make it as read only, and then click on save. So the moment when you click on save, the recalculation of sharing access will continue in the background. You will receive an email notification upon completion. Do you want to continue? Yes, sir. Right? I've done it. So I have created a new sharing rule with respect to owner-based sharing rule. With respect to owner-based sharing rule has been created. With respect to owner-based sharing rule has been created. Right? Now the first rule called owner-based sharing rule has been created. Now what I'll do, I'll just log out and let me check now whether it is working or not. Now just log out from my production environment and let me get into second production environment. A Kumar, Highway Lab, and enter the password now. And now click on login. Now I'll click on items now. Now click on item. So under the item, recent item view, when I click on all, now whatever records which is there with the owner will be shared here to the other users, right? So the user. Now I'll go and click on item 001. I'll click on IT 001. It'll take you into my detailed page. Now it is called wheat here, right? Now I want to change here. Now instead of wheat, I'm going to change it as red gram dal. Red gram dal. Right? And then I'll click on save. Now let me see whether it's getting saved. No, it is not getting saved. So we hit a snag here. We are getting a snag here. Means that it says that there is an error message saying that you do not have the necessary privilege to edit this record. So see your administrator for help. It is not allowing me to edit because I gave it OWD and sharing rule. I gave it read only. Right? You can able to view, that's it. When you try to edit or try to write it or something, it is not allowing me, it is not allowing us to edit. Right? This is the first rule. So because the first rule I've gone with the owner-based sharing rule. With the help of owner-based sharing rule, I can able to show the record. I can able to view the records, right? Only. So he is allowing and we are able to view the record. That's it. Beyond that, I cannot able to edit it. It's not possible, right? Now just cancel it. That's all. So only I can able to view it. Only that much I can able to do it. Right? So this is all about owner-based sharing rule. This is all about owner-based sharing rule.
Next one is that, so the sharing rule now, right? Now what is it? According to here, now it is going to be based on criteria. Now it is going to be based on criteria. Now it is going to be based on criteria, right? Based on the criteria, only that particular record should be shared. Only that particular record should be shared. Only that particular record should be shared based on the criteria. Only that particular record should be shared. So now what I do? Again, go to the sharing rule on the same particular record, right? And then I say city equal to, right, for city data. Now my criteria is going to be, now my criteria is going to be, what is that? Now city, like city equals to Chennai. City equals to Chennai. Now this is based on criteria. If your rule types are two types, one is going to be based on record owner, the other one is based on criteria. So we have set city equal to Chennai. So after this, now share with whom you go to share with, and what is that? Read write access, and then click on save. Once it is done, now same again, the recalculation of sharing access will continue. In the background, you will receive an email notification upon completion. Do you want to continue? Click OK, then yes, done. So like this is the example for this how we do with the sharing rule with respect to. So this is how we do sharing rule with respect to. This is how we are going to do sharing rule with respect to what is that? With respect to criteria based sharing rule. Now let me get into demo. Now let me get into demo. Right. Now again, I'll go out. I'll come out from my another user. I'll log into the main user. Right. Log into main user. I'm going to enter. Log into main user. Enter my password. I'll take me to the developer. It'll take me to the production environment. Now I'm going to create one more field so that I'll go to item object now. I'll select the item object, right? Click on field and relationship. I'm going to create one more field here. I'm going to create one more field, right? I'm going to create one more field, like it is going to be a pick list, right? So it's going to be a pick list, right? I can make it as a pick list. Yes. So now after this, I'm going to click on next. I'm going to say city, right? Enter the value. Now city is going to be Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam. Then Chennai, Bangalore, Pune, and Mumbai. I'm going to enter all those details now. After entering this detail, I'll click on next. I'll click on next. And it is going to be visible to all profiles. After this, you're going to click on next, and then click on save. Now, what I'll do, I'll go for pharma object, pharma app, right? I'll go for pharma app. Now go to the items, item object. You can see these two objects here, IT002. You click on here. Whereas coming to city here will be, now I'm going to select, it is going to be Visakhapatnam and save it, right? And then again, I'll go to item, one more item, 90001. Again, I'm going to click on city. Then I'm going to say, this city is going to be Chennai. Right now, I'm going to say, after doing this, now what I'll do, I have to go back to my setup. Now go back to my setup, right? Go back to my setup. So now what happens here? Now I have to click on sharing room. Sharing room. I'll click on sharing room. Click on sharing settings. Click on sharing settings, and then you scroll down, or else you have to select the object called item. Right? You have to select the object called item. So now when it comes to sharing rule here, I'm going to create another rule now. I'm going to create another rule. Right? Now it is going to be city rule. It is going to be city rule. Now what is my rule type? Rule type is based on criteria. Rule type is based on criteria. This field, so field is going to be city is equal to, right? I have to click on magnifier. I'm going to say Visakhapatnam. Then insert. Right? That is the case. Then I'm going to share with rules and subordinate. Select direct sales because I'm going to share it with what is that? Whom? I'm going to share it with roles and supported director, and I'm going to name access level read and write now. Now click on save. Now again it says read the recalculation of sharing rule access will continue in background. You will receive an email notification upon completion. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Now I created the second rule with I've created a second rule that is based on the criteria. What is the city equal to Visakhapatnam? That is the case, then you display. That is the case, then you display only that record. That is the case, you display only this record, right? Now I'm done with this. Now what I'll do, I'll come out with this logout from my main production environment. I'll go to the second users environment. I'm going to enter password now. I'll go to his production environment. Now I'll go to his production environment. Again, what I'll do, I'm going to click on Pharma app. So that you get refreshed. Why I'm doing this is because it has to get refreshed. Now I'll click on item, right? Now click on item. See here. So based on the condition, it is showing only one record. Now click on IT001. IT001 is based on Chennai. It is showing IT001 based on Chennai. So like now I have to click on view all, right? I click on view all. It has to show only Visakhapatnam. It has to show only Visakhapatnam, right? Now click on and log out. So, but it takes some time to get right criteria based tool. Now, for example, again, I'll go with A Kumar Eval app and log in. Now I'll try to edit here instead of Chennai and Visakhapatnam. See here, it's not allowing me to change because the first rule is getting working. The first rule is getting working, right? It's not allowing me to change. Okay, I'll cancel this. Now what I'll do, I'll log out. First rule is getting work, right? Developer and I'll go to sharing settings, click on sharing settings and click on object called items now, right? I'll remove the second, okay, I'll remove the first criteria, that is owner based sharing rule I'm removing, right? After this, now I'll refresh. After this, I'll refresh. After this, I'll refresh, right? Now I'll just click on log out from here. Now I'll log in with A Kumar. Now I have to refresh. Oh, so now only one criteria based rule is there. Now click on item. So only see here, because both the rules are there, both the rules are working, right? So here item 3 and 2, item 1 is not coming. See, item 1 is not coming. So item 2 and item 3, when I click on all also, it has to display only item 2 and 3, because item 2 belongs to Visakhapatnam, right? Whereas coming to item 3, it's also going to be Visakhapatnam, right? Only Visakhapatnam will be displayed here. Only Visakhapatnam will be displayed here. This is the second rule, which is called criteria based rule. This is the second rule, which is called as criteria based rule. Similar way, we can do it for standard object also. We can do it for standard object. Again, you can go to lead sharing rule and you can create a enable the rule here, right? So say whatever story we have done with the custom objects, the same thing goes with the standard object. So you're going to enter the label, rule name, and access to SPP rule, select the rule type based on the record owner, select which record to be shared, right? Share the lead owner members as of rules and select the SPP custom service support from the quick list, right? Select the user to share with as rules and select the SPP human resource, select the level of access as read only, finally click on save button, right? The same thing for the lead rule also, you're going to give the rule name, you go with a based on record owner. Now your role is going to be, like for me, it is going to be CEO, for whom you're going to, it is going to be director sales, and then read only to make it, and then you're going to click on save. And then again, you're going to go and check it. So this is the same thing, right? Once it will do recalculation, click on OK, and now it has been done. And then you're going to go and check on the sharing rules, right? Again, you go there and you're going to check it, share the record to specific group, roles, queues, and roles in subordinates. Like this, we are going to do this, right? So even we can able to do with the standard object also. Even we can able to do with standard object also. Guys, we have discussed elaborately about sharing rules, right? You have to be very careful at the time of doing sharing rules. One by one, you have to do, you have to delete it, and then because otherwise both the rules are getting applicable here. First, you go with owner-based sharing rule, then you go with record-based sharing rule. You can do it for customer object, and also you can do it for standard object. I have given demo for customer object. So the exercise is for standard object using lead object. You are going to do it. That is your homework for you. Got it? That is a homework for you. You're going to check with the standard object, right? So this is all about OWD and sharing rule. This is all about OWD and sharing rule. Hope I think you could have understand the concept of OWD and the sharing rule meant for sharing, right? And for security sharing your objects and records, for which we go for OWD, and then sharing rules. So in the sharing rules, we have two types of rules. One is going to be owner-based sharing rule. The other one is called criteria-based sharing rule, right? Guys, please do. Guys, please do subscribe to our channel or contact 85507916 or 8142000037. Got it? So, right. Please do subscribe to our channel. Like Raki says, TikTok channel for placement training. Subscribe. In case you have any doubts, you can click on info.iplabs@gmail.com and you can send them. You can send what is that? Or you can call me at 85507916. Right? Please subscribe to my channel. Click on bell icon. Click on like button. And then click on bell icon so that you will get the notification button. Please click on like button. Please click on like button. Got it? So be safe and bye bye.